Often makeup is subjective and what works for me may not work for you depending on skin tone, skin type, skin texture, preference, all that kind of stuff. But I have a few products in front of me today that I would be shocked if they work for anyone. I'm not gonna lie. I have tried a lot of makeup over the past 6 months. I've tried to expand my channel and I've tried to review a lot more and try a lot more things, and with that have come a lot of failures. I have the worst makeup I have tried in 2025 so far. I really hope there is nothing worse than what is in front of me yet to come, but a part of me really does think that the end half of 2025 is going to have some absolute kicks in the teeth as well. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm trying to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I hope that we can do it. We are getting closer and closer every day, but I really, really need your help. I do a lot of bright, fun, colourful makeup on my channel. This is with my palette of the week, which is the Subculture palette. I will have, of course, everything on my face as well as everything that I talk about in this video linked down below. And also, if you want to see the flip side of this, if you want to see the best makeup that I have tried in 2025 so far, that did go live a few days ago as well. So definitely search my channel for the best products that I would recommend to anyone. This, however, is a word of warning. It's a video cautionary tale of these products. There's a lot in here, and I think a few of them may get me cancelled. A lot of these brands do have cult followings, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. So I'm going to go in the order that you do your face. I'm going to start with the foundation, the worst foundation I've ever used. Maybe that's a bit dramatic actually, but it's still a bad one. This is the Mitchell Build Foundation. I have very dry skin. This is a very dry product. It is thick, it is dry, it cakes on my face, and then it just separates, and it leaves my skin looking just like this patchwork mess of cakey gunk. I'm really selling it here. So first of all, the shade is so not my shade, which I was gonna say is my fault. However, I don't think it quite is. On Beauty Bay, if you search up this foundation, there is no swatches of this foundation. There is no shade descriptions of this foundation. It is literally just a picture of this foundation, and that's all you have to go off. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen a picture of a foundation online. I cannot tell. I can't put my face to the screen and try and shade match from this. So obviously, it's just the wrong shade. It's the wrong shade completely. And I learned that very, very quickly. It is not my shade at all. It is very, very pale. I have the shade LB2. No. Normally I am the lightest shade in any foundation that I try. This is the second lightest shade and it is still way, way, way too light. So I mean, they have a great shade range. That is something that I will give to them. However, I thought, actually, maybe it's a good thing that this foundation is too light for me, because if this was my shade, I hate the formula so much, I would never use it. So now I use this as kind of like a mixing medium kind of thing. I bought a lot of foundations at the start of this year that were just way too dark for me. So mixing this in with them really manages to shade match them, tone them down a little bit, pale them down a little bit. However, I have noticed that whenever I mix this in with another foundation, the staying power dramatically reduces. The staying power just isn't it anymore. And you know what? I'm wearing it today as a mixer. And you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I've had this on for a while. Can you see? It's just dry and separated and looks so gross on my jawline. It just kind of looks thick, like here. You can kind of see. It's just separating so bad. Yeah. And this is this foundation as well, because the other foundations that I'm wearing today work fine. So if that's this mixed with foundations that are like good foundations, on its own, you can only imagine how disgusting this looks. I said in a video before, maybe this works for oily skin. I don't even know if it would. It just breaks down so quickly. It is not for me whatsoever. Dry skin people especially, steer clear of this. It is the driest thing I've ever used in my life. I really do not like that product. I know Mitchell has a lot of stans, so sorry, I gotta be true to myself. Next we have a powder. There are no concealers that are really horrendous. I don't think I've tried this year. They've all been pretty fine. So next I'm going to just jump straight into powder. This is the Primark PS My Perfect Colour Foundation Pressed Powder. This is the thickest, heaviest product I've ever put on my skin. It kind of gives me a very, very similar vibe to the Mitchell. It is cakey, it is thick, it does not last, and it gives my skin that patchwork effect. Horrendous. Yes, this was like £2. Absolutely awful. It is so thick and heavy on the skin. It makes that film, you know what I'm talking about, that film on the skin that just looks so heavy and dry. Again, maybe if you have oily skin, this might work for you. I don't know. I have very, very dry skin to the point where I get quite uncomfortable quite easy in my skin. This does not work for me or anyone else with dry skin. I can just tell you that now. I have used this with a powder brush and kind of dusted it all around my face. Just awful. I cannot imagine what using this with like a thick sponge as a foundation would look like. I'm not even going to go there because this is truly, truly awful. I hate this powder. The moment I put this on my face, it was during my full face of Primark. Hated it. I've used it one more time and I'm never ever using it again. It is not good. Steer clear of this. Primark have some amazing affordable makeup. This is not one of them. That is a absolute disaster car crash. Don't do it to yourself. So they're all the base products that I have to talk about. Not that many, to be fair. We've had some good ones. I find that in the grand old year of 2025, a lot of makeup is good makeup. You don't really see horrendous makeup that much anymore. I feel like quality is a lot better than it was a few years ago. So you know what? I'm happy with that. 2 products that have not worked for me so far this year. I'm happy. Now let's move on to cheek products. I have a few cheek products to talk about. So the first one comes from the Essence X Superman collection. This is the PH Jelly Blush. I tried this in a Essence X Superman review and Jesus Christ, this has some problems. I was quite impressed with this to start with because it did change colour. It's kind of like a cool gimmicky product and I really, really like that when it works. However, this did not dry down and it did not give me enough colour. So this, it's cool. Like, if this worked, I'd love this. I'm going to swatch it on my hand. It does change colour, hoping that you're going to be able to see in a second. It does change colour, not much. Like, really not much. It's a very, very subtle colour. I think you can start to see it get a little bit more pink here. However, you see this, like, oily shine. It does not dry down. It does not dry down. That will be on your cheeks all day. I know that, like, glass skin and, like, dewy cheeks are all the rage right now. They are a trend right now. But this makes you look pure oily. It is not like a nice subtle glow. It is an oily, thick glow, which just looks crazy. And for what? Where's the colour? You know, for what, really? This reminds me of, you know, those, like, gel eyeshadows that people make, like the clear gloss eyeshadows. It reminds me of that. It's like you've put a lip gloss on your cheeks. It is that kind of feeling. And I don't like that. I don't know anyone that would like that. It is just not good. I feel really bad because I really wanted to like this. I love gimmicky products when they work, but this is just a gimmicky product that needs to be put in the bin straight away. It is not for me. I'm not a cream product lover at the best of times, but things like this just really annoy me and really bug me. It's just not good. Where's the colour? Like, yes, there is a tiny hint of pink, but not enough for this hassle. If you wanted this, get this instead. This is the Catrice Underwater Secrets Dewy pH Reacting Blush. This is a very similar product to this, but this dries down and this gives you a lot more colour. It's just better in general. It's just such a more amazing product. I actually like this. This can go in the bin. Absolutely not. Which is a shame, but here we go. Stan? Oh. My dog was just like, he has his paw like this, and he's chewing his paw, but from where I'm sat, he had his paw, it looked like he just had his paw like this, and he was just going, I thought he was having like a seizure or something. I got really worried then. No, he's just chewing his paw. Don't worry, no one panic. Yeah, trash, absolutely not. Get out, in the bin. Next, from the same collection. This collection, I have 3 products in this video from the Essence X Superman collection. Says it all, really. This is the Jelly Highlight Stick. This is a whole load of nothing. This is a stick of zilch. This is a stick of the most subtle highlight that you can possibly imagine, to the point where it's not even there. This gives a slight sheen on the skin when it's wet. Can you even see that? And then it dries down and there's nothing there. I can kind of see it on my arm. Kind of. Can you? Can you see it on my arm? Kind of. Maybe a little tiny bit. It takes up your foundation, which is always a great thing. Stan agrees. It takes up your foundation, so you get like this patchiness, this like just nothing on your skin, and it just doesn't give anything either. It is not good. It's like if someone put the Ofra Glazed Donut highlight in a river and like crumbled it up, put it in a river, and then expected the whole river to be glistening. It's just, it's water. It's nothing. You can put the most blinding highlight in a river, it's still just going to be water. You get what I mean? It's just, it's nothing. I was really disappointed with this whole collection, to be honest. There was one thing in the collection that I really liked, that was the eyeliner. Other than that, all of the products really sucked. And this is definitely without a doubt the worst highlight I've ever tried. It's just nothing. Even the like clean girlies, I'm trying to think of who this would work for. Maybe the clean, but like there is, you may as well just not put anything on your skin. There is nothing there. I don't know. It kind of looks chunky as well. Like it's kind of chunky, glittery nothingness. Like, why? Like, why would anyone choose to wear this over literally anything else? I do not know. It's not good. It's not good. Do not buy this. There are so many amazing products on the market. This is not one of them. Steer clear, abort mission. Next, I have a product that is, again, made by Mitchell, so please don't kill me. I was going to put the Made by Mitchell blushes in this video, because technically I've retried them this year. I still hate them. Shocker. Like, I still really hate that product, but because it is such an old product, should I talk about it? No, I won't. I still hate the Mitchell blushes. I think they're the worst cream products ever. They're dry, they're thick, they don't blend. But anyway, this is the Mitchell Highlight Duo, and this is in the shade Dripped in Ice, and I like the pale shade. There is a pale, like, whitey yellow kind of shade in this palette, and then there's a silver, and I don't know who is wearing a silver highlight. I'm definitely not. I remember in my full face of Mitchell, everyone was so confused. This is really confusing. This highlight is fine. It's a highlight, it works, it's nice. This is the one that I'm talking about. How you market this as a highlight, I really don't know. It's not like a subtle wash of silver. It is a pure silver. I don't understand how you're meant to use this at all. I'm really confused. As I said, everyone in the comments of my full face of Mitchell was really confused. Some people were saying, well, maybe for like really deep skin, but then I don't know any silver deep skin people. Do you know anyone who has silver skin? Or even like blue skin, maybe this would work for. Or I don't know. I just don't understand this product. I was going to buy the like more neutrally one. There's two of these that cater towards very light skin. There's this, and then there's more of like a champagne-y one. I was going to buy that one, but it was out of stock, and I wanted a highlight for my full face of Mitchell. This should not be a highlight. I feel like with Mitchell, he tries to come out with like innovative products, but they're too innovative. You know what I mean? They're so innovative that they're unusable. And I think that this is just an example of that. I don't understand what this is meant to do. Is it an eyeshadow? Then why put it in a highlight duo? This is a highlight duo. They're both marketed as highlighters. I mean, it's glowy. It's like, I love the glow of it. It's really shiny, but I can't put this on my skin because I'll look like, I don't know, I've got frostbite or something, but just on my cheek. Like, I don't understand who this is meant to work for. I always try and think, when I put these things in videos, in like worst of videos, I always try and think, okay, who would this work for? A silver highlight is not working for anyone. I cannot think of a single skin tone that would benefit from a silver highlight. And I think this is just innovation. It's just a full circle. You've gone back to absolutely useless, and I think this is one of them. I'm sorry. I know that a lot of people love Mitchell, like I said, but I have actually got a lot of comments saying, oh my god, finally someone's speaking out and saying that they hate Mitchell as well. Hate's a strong word. I dislike Mitchell products. Yeah, I think I'm getting known now for talking against beloved makeup brands. Like Natasha Denona I hate, Mitchell I really don't like. I think the list is growing. I think this is finally a safe space for everyone who has been indoctrinated by these brands. So welcome, I guess. I just don't understand it. I really don't. I'm glad that I can use one of the products in here, but I mean the packaging's really bulky. Yeah, it's just not my thing. Next, this is one. Stay away. Literally, if you stay away from one product in this video, it's this. This is the Catrice blush, and this is the Air Blush Matte. I have the shade 110 Peach Heaven. I'm not going to open this. This stinks. This reeks so badly. And even when you close this, it still stinks. I feel sick just thinking about it. It has the strongest smell of baby talc. Like baby powder, like the strongest smell of like damp almost. It's kind of like dampy, musky baby powder. It honks to high heaven. I'm not opening it. I can't do it. I've done it multiple times on camera and my whole space just stinks for like an hour. No, I know that some makeup does have this kind of like talky, baby powdery smell, and a lot of the time you kind of smell it a bit and then you kind of forget about it. This is so strong, you cannot forget about it. This is so strong, it stays in the air and it clings. And I do not understand anyone who can wear this and kind of like not see it and just like look past it. I can't do it. I really can't. I'm not sensitive to smells, but this... oh my goodness me, this is so strong. I will never swatch this again. I will never open this again because I'm terrified of this. I'm terrified of breathing this in because I hate this smell so much. It is so strong. I've never tried anything quite like this. No, I have. Cheap, like very cheap, like think Technic, you know, if you're in the UK, Technic. The really budget 70p blushes that they used to do. Honkin' of this. Don't shout at me. What do you want? What? Don't shout at me. I'm your mum. You can't shout at me. That's rude. My dog's telling me off for some reason. I don't know why. Am I not giving you attention? Is that why? Okay, next I have two eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna be quite quick with these because I did do a big ranking of all the palettes that I tried in 2025 so far. So my views have been shared about these two palettes. The first one is the Primark Creamy Dream eyeshadow palette. This is just bland. It's kind of chalky. It's kind of a big load of nothing, to be honest. A big load of disappointment, I'd say. Yes, you can tell that this is a very neutral palette just by looking at it, but it's just nothing compared to even Revolution quality. I bought this for my full face of Primark, knowing that I wouldn't really like it. Like, you've seen what I'm wearing today, like very colourful, very in your face. My makeup style is very loud and very out there. I kind of knew that this wouldn't be my thing. It's not, shocker. It's just bland. There's nothing special about it, and I know it's Primark, like, I know, I get it, it's not going to be crazy, there's no, like, sparkly duochromes in Primark, I get that, but it's just so bland. It's just so bland and boring. There is nothing to it. If you are one of these people who love to do their makeup really quickly, put a really, really basic shade in the crease, then you're done, maybe you would love this. This is a very, very basic, I hate the term work appropriate or something like that, but you get the vibe that I'm kind of going with this. It's just bland. It's bland, it's boring, there's nothing going on with this. It's not, like, offensive, but it's nothing other than, like, fine. And I think with today's makeup world and with the makeup sphere in general, you need to be more than fine. Maybe this is my makeup aesthetic talking. I just don't think that's worth your money. And again, I'm gonna keep this very, very snappy. The second palette, I only have two palettes, which is quite good actually. This is the Essence X Superman eyeshadow palette, again with the Essence X Superman. This at first I gave quite a good review, and then you guys actually said, no, actually, I'm going to disagree with your review, Caitlin, because where the hell is the Superman theme? Outside packaging, super fun, super, super amazing. Love that. Look at that. Pastel, sparkle, great, colourful. Yeah, love it. Inside, yawn. Yawn. Boring, 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 boring. A lot of people said that they were annoyed that they had got the rights, Essence had got the rights to Superman, which is an amazing property with so many adoring fans, and they've just put another boring colour story in there. And actually, I agree. I didn't think about that when I did my initial review. I was just kind of looking at the palette and reviewing the palette as it stands. But when you really start to think about the property, the intellectual rights, Superman as a whole, if you just looked at this colour story, you would not see Superman whatsoever. And I agree with you. A lot of Superman fans were quite annoyed at this, and I understand. Yeah, I agree. I remember when MAC did their Sims collab and they just repackaged an old palette that was 9 shades of brown. I remember being really, really annoyed at that as well. So I'm not a Superman fan, but if I was, I understand why this is so frustrating and so annoying to some people, because if you're a neutral lover, you've got 50 bazillion neutral eyeshadow palettes on the market. You don't need to tie a beloved property to something and then just put a neutral palette in there. If people love Superman, they would have bought this palette no matter what, really, apart from this, because this has been done so many times. The quality's fine, it's nice, it's nothing like crazy, it's fine. But yeah, people expected better from this, and I now agree. My eyes have been opened, and that is what I love about this community here. We kind of give each other the right information. A lot of times, you know, I say the wrong information, or I say something it doesn't really make sense. Like, I upload every single day here on my channel. I say a lot of information, and sometimes it's going to be wrong or misled or misjudged. And that's what I love about my audience here. We do, like, collaborate quite well. So this, no, not happy with. And finally, the last product, which is the worst product I've tried in 2025, the worst lip product. This is from Coloured Rain, and this is the matte lipstick in the shade Wildflower. This is one of those matte liquid lipsticks. I call them concrete lips, where it dries, you rub your lips together, and it's like paper. It is so crunchy and disgusting and uncomfortable. I hate matte liquid lipsticks anyway. I hate them with a passion. I can't do it. My skin, dry. Dry, 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 dry. Putting another super dry product on top of already dry skin is a recipe for disaster. I understand why people like matte liquid lipsticks for the staying power. I don't know how you do it. I do kind of respect you a little bit, but I am also a little bit scared of you if you do wear matte liquid lipsticks on a regular basis, because that's a war zone. That's a war zone, and my lips cannot handle that. If I am ever going to wear this, which I'm not going to, I will need to drown my lip in lip gloss after this. I just can't do it. I got this in a mystery bag. It was no. I am a lip gloss girl. Okay, comfort over looks every single day of the week. No. No, 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 no. No. So these are the worst products that I have tried so far in 2025. Let me know, have you had any really bad disappointments this year? I really, really hope not, because your hard-earned money needs to be spent on makeup that is actually good, that is actually worth it. So I really hope you've had a good 2025 so far. These are my products that I would say just steer clear of. Just save your money. If you were eyeing them, don't. But this is it. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.